Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. For hitting 10,000 followers on our home Instagram account, we asked everyone to ask some questions anonymously, and here we are doing the Q&A.
Let's get into it.
So the first question is, how old are you both?
I'm 32.
And I'm 30. So yeah, we're getting old. We're in our 30s, but apparently the 30s is the best time of your lives.
And then when we're 40s, that's going to be the best time of our lives.
And then also the 50s and the 60s. The next question is, what are your ethnicities?
We're both Bengalis, so
Yeah.
Bangladeshi, from Bangladesh.
Yeah, but we're born in the UK, but yeah, we're British Bangladeshis. Are both of your families okay with you vlogging all the time?
This is an interesting one. My sister's a somewhat famous YouTuber, so she got 10,000 subscribers, so I think they got kind of numb to the idea of people posting videos. Plus, I suppose Asian mentality, I'm a guy, they care less so much about me. Maybe they cared more about her, but I think they got used to it. They don't care so much now anyways.
Yeah, I think with my parents, they're warming up to the idea of social media, but we've been doing social media consistently for about 2 years now on different platforms. So they know about it. I don't think they've seen it, but now my mom actually is subscribed to our YouTube channel. So she's basically going to be seeing everything.
You're watching this video as well.
Yeah, so now she's got to see me talking about her. But yeah,
Awkward.
I think they are our biggest supporter in everything we do. But I think social media is something that they don't know about, and being, Asian, with the Asian mentality and stuff like that, they're worried about the nazar, the evil eye and all of those things.
So I see it as making memories, so I do like to think that they also like watching the videos that we make, especially when it's not uploaded on social media. Of course, they love that, but yeah, when it's on social media, you might get the reviews, they want to check it before we upload it.
And I think with YouTube as well, we don't have that many subscribers, so it is about capturing those memories and actually getting a holistic view of everything we're doing. But I think we're doing it more for us than looking back on it in 10 years, 15 years time when we were young back in the days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We don't care what people think.
Yeah, we don't. What do you both do for work?
So I'm a chartered accountant specialising in research and development, so help clients make R&D claims.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Tax is as interesting as it sounds, isn't it?
And I'm a qualified solicitor specialising in commercial property, but actually I'm making a career change into legal technology in the commercial property space. So it's going to be a completely different role. I'm really looking forward to it, and let's see how it goes. Okay, the next question is a juicy one. About 20 people have asked this. How did you meet? You make a lovely couple, mashallah. Oh, that's cute.
Thank you.
So this question needs a whole video in itself. Do you think we should answer it now?
Yeah, let's not say anything now. If we get 50 likes or something, maybe we'll answer that question. But bear in mind, our last video got 2 likes, so probably not gonna happen.
You might not find out. So if you want to find out, definitely go ahead and subscribe and all that jazz.
Yeah, with all your brothers, siblings, parents, accounts, and
support us. Next question is, what are your next goals? I'd say, so obviously we started uploading on YouTube in the last couple of weeks, so I'd want us to consistently upload on YouTube.
We're trying to upload weekly on YouTube. We'll see if that happens. It is time consuming, especially because we've got full-time jobs as well.
I think another goal would be to do more long haul travels. I feel like we've done quite a lot of European ones, and we've done Maldives, Dubai, etc. But this year I'd like us to go a bit further on and do at least 3 or 4 holidays, which is what we do normally anyways, but long haul one. Making memories, so going on holidays and experiences. So continue to do that, I think. Another next goal would be to do more house projects. So I think in the last year we've actually been not doing much big projects in the house. So I think this year would be good to actually...
I might as well walk out now.
Yeah.
That means we do house
He needs
projects.
to do it, yeah, exactly. So basically we got kindly gifted some paint to paint this room, and Rohan still hasn't got around to doing it. So I think 2025 is the year.
I've got paneling, got to go in between them, got the sofa to move, got a TV right there. I hate painting.
But we have started on some other projects, or started planning it. So we want to put in a breakfast bar. We're getting a loft boarded, which is the most adult thing we're doing. And also getting a garden done this year. Do you work from home or go into work?
This is an interesting one because I work from home pretty much most of the time. Although my work are now saying we need to go in 3 times a week, so that's going to be interesting.
And with me, I used to go into work 3 times a week, and now with my new role, it's fully remote, which is amazing because I have more flexibility when it comes to my work patterns, etc. But there is a lot of traveling involved as well, which is something I enjoy.
That should be a goal, learning how you know how to drive, but start driving again.
Yes. So I passed back when I was 17, and I haven't driven since. I've been a passenger princess for over a decade.
We bought a new car. My old car was a manual. We bought an
Yeah.
automatic just so Saria drives,
Yeah.
and she still hasn't driven the
Still
car.
haven't driven. So 2025, hopefully when we look back in December, I'm driving regularly and haven't had a crash yet. How do you find work?
First thing that comes to mind is like busy, of course, but I think I'm good where I'm at work. I think my department that I'm in now is very like people focused, so they are very understanding, and also if you are like overworked, let's just say, they do try and distribute the work evenly, so I think they are very fair.
And I think working in law is always about producing high quantity of work but the best quality, so you're constantly working under pressure, under strict deadline. So I think the corporate environment is like that, and that's something we're used to, but hopefully with the new role I'll have a bit more flexibility. Like for example, I won't have to charge my time.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
yeah, and I'm working remote, so there's no micromanaging in that sense.
I think also like I've realised that my firm is really good after hearing
Yeah.
stories from yourself
Yeah.
and other people, and I think I got it really good, so I really like
Yeah.
working. Yeah.
Yeah. What made your spouse stand out to you to say yes to each other?
Have you seen her smile? First thing I saw about Saria,
Yeah.
how could I say no?
Aw.
On a more serious note, I think the conversation when we first met, the conversation was flowing, no awkward silences, anything that I thought and asked questions to Saria, like the answers were the same as mine, to the point where like I didn't even need to ask her a question because I knew what her answer would be. So everything was just like literally like perfect. So it was really, really easy, and like probably the easiest decision I've made in my life.
Literally, he said everything what I was thinking. I think the same here. I think our morals and ethics and values lined up, and what we wanted in our life lined up. And honestly, the wedding process, the marriage, obviously, you know, we've been married for a while now. It's just been easy, and I think it's amazing how your mindsets are lined up and you basically met at the right time for both of you. So yeah, I think it's really good. And I think another thing is when I met Rohan, he's so chilled. He doesn't take life too seriously, and I think he's got his mindset correct in the sense that work isn't fully life and you need to enjoy every moment and those kind of things, whereas I was the opposite. I was probably more negative in that sense. So I think it's chilled me out, and I feel like I enjoy life a bit more.
Yeah. Well, if you're working all the time, you know, you
Yeah.
can't enjoy life, so you need to have that right balance.
Yeah, and I also, before I thought that I needed to find someone exactly the same as me because no one is going to understand me, but finding someone quite dissimilar to me, I think it's actually balanced me out, whereas I was one extreme and now I'm hoping I'm around the 50% mark.
Yeah, you're getting there, you're getting there.
I think when it comes to saying yes to each other, I think we were quite honest with each other from the beginning. We talked about our goals, we talked about our finances, we talked about, you know, worst case scenarios that could happen later on in our marriage or, you know, anything. And I think that was really good because we were very candid with each other. Do you have any shared hobbies or interests?
Ooh, I think right now, at the minute, like the thing that's like going at the number one slot is probably badminton.
Is
Like,
it?
Yeah.
I would say filming and editing and making
Oh.
content.
I do like it, but obviously editing just takes a while, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then when you're playing badminton, doing a bit of exercise,
Yeah.
and especially it's new right now.
We take badminton quite seriously. We looked at joining badminton clubs, realised we're not pro enough to join those clubs, but we're not bad enough to be playing with like amateurs. So if you're based in Manchester and you want to play some badminton,
Hit us
and
up.
if you're in a couple, you definitely comment on the YouTube, and hopefully we'll create a badminton club. I want in Manchester.
Our own badminton club. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be neat. That'd be neat.
That'd be quite cool. What's your go-to date night activity?
So, candle lit steak at home.
Yeah.
Number one, top tier is definitely the best right now. We used to go to like fancy restaurants and stuff like that, and when you pay a lot of money and the meal just doesn't hit right, and you're just disappointed, and then like you spent all that money and it's not even that great. And then of course Saria, brilliant chef here, cooked a mean steak, and you're just like, what? This is amazing, tastes good at home, and mashallah, we have a beautiful house. Once you like put in a little bit of
Effort.
Yeah,
We
effort.
get changed. We put candles out.
Roses on the table, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd say the same. It's nice to do it in your own comfort of your home, and also the price difference is crazy. Our favourite place in Manchester is Ribeye.
If we were to go out, we'd go
Yeah.
to Ribeye because
Yeah.
that always hits very nice. And also, if you want to go casual,
Oh yeah, Sweet Diner. They really do really good burgers. Okay, next question is, what are your pet peeves? Did someone really ask this? There's too many.
oh my gosh, should I get my list out?
Yeah, scroll.
No, but this is actually funny because probably about 2 years ago,
Oh, yeah.
like we had an idea like we're gonna make a pet peeves video,
Yeah.
and we just end up not doing it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, we created a list and it was just so hilarious.
I read a couple of months ago, and I was like, whoa, like this is what I was thinking.
List has got bigger for me, honestly. but I think this deserves, like, we probably should do a whole video on this as well. Yeah. But like the number one for me, like the funniest one is like dagger like toes. Honestly.
What you mentioned?
Sorry on her toes. Honestly, you best be careful, especially when you're sleeping. You're gonna get stabbed at night.
Okay, I might cut this out. I think mine is the rule. The rule. He literally says it like that as well. After he's eaten, so if he's had lunch, even breakfast, which is very little meal, he needs to go and chill out and relax in bed and watch YouTube or watch something. He can't do anything else. Like usually I like to eat lunch and then clean up after myself and do things.
After she asked you to clean the whole house.
Yeah,
like pull out the Hoover and everything. Like, no, I'm done after I eat. I just need to rest, relax.
Whereas it's the opposite for me, because my logic is you've eaten, you're digesting your food if you're doing some movement.
No. What are you? Lay down after eating or do work?
Yeah, maybe put that
let us know.
Okay, this is a nice question and I haven't thought about this for a while. So what's been your proudest education/career moment so far?
I think I've got like a big one. Yeah, I joined like a Big Four firm, but I think the most proudest part was when I actually qualified as a chartered accountant, passing all my exams. That was huge because it just seemed so far away at one point in life.
Yeah.
And then to finally do it, I definitely felt it. It was just like so amazing. It feels good. It was really, really wholesome.
I think for me would be as well qualifying as a solicitor, being an ethnic minority, being a female, coming from, you know, our backgrounds with our families, like literally compromising, sacrificing for us to get to the stage, and actually letting them know that you're qualifying as a solicitor. I think it was huge. And my mum's been very involved with my education, career. She knows everything about law in the sense that she's been part of my journey. So just being able to tell them like, I've qualified, and then having that qualification ceremony, wearing a gown, having the family over, and you were there too. So I think it was quite amazing. Another one would be getting my associate role. I got an associate role once I've qualified in a big international law firm, and this is a firm that I never thought I'd even step foot in. As a law graduate, as a student, never thought I'd make it into this firm. So being able to work there, I think has just been quite eye-opening. I think as being Asians, we have this whole imposter syndrome.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge, and I think it never leaves us because we feel like we should feel grateful being in a place that we think, oh wow, like they chose us. Whereas in reality, I think now I've accepted the fact that I deserve to be there and I actually add value wherever I am. I think another one would be when it comes to education, I got a scholarship at university, at a Russell Group University. So I think that was just a big shock in seeing that there's a university and there's someone, an actual donor who actually believes in my abilities as an 18-year-old. So I think that was one of my biggest educational achievements.
We did well for ourselves, right?
I think we have. And I think, inshallah, there's more that we achieve. I think obviously me making a complete career change and going into legal tech as an ethnic minority female, I think that is also an achievement, and I don't take it lightly. I think once I got that job, I know that I want to make a difference from, you know, actually mentoring people, actually sharing my journey, and inshallah do well in it and make a name for myself in this space.
You kill it! Don't worry, you kill it.
How long have you been married, and what's been the most surprising thing about marriage?
Ooh.
Do you know how long we've been married?
1st of August 2022, so that makes it how many years?
2 years and 5 months.
I always come back to this, and this is like a silly one to be fair. Before marriage, I couldn't go to sleep, and now after marriage, like sleep is like my favourite thing. I can't imagine not having Sammy by my side when I wake up.
I can't say the same.
She went recently to a friend's house in London, voluntarily.
Without telling him.
Yeah.
I think mine would be the honeymoon period situation. People say once you get married, you have a honeymoon period and then it ends and then it gets really difficult. But alhamdulillah, I don't think there's been a period where it just ended. I feel like it's been good consistently. And obviously every marriage has arguments and disagreements and getting to know each other and so many different things. Things happen in your life, bad or good, and you deal with it. But I don't think there's been a period where I thought, our honeymoon period has ended. I
feel like, you know, we should like hug us up, but our parents are watching, so.
Yeah.
This is the other crazy one. Like, never ever did I think that I'd feel so relaxed around anyone and be 100% yourself. Like, this is before, obviously, when you're on the marriage journey trying to find somebody, it just feels like that. It just will never happen. And then, alhamdulillah, Sarah came along.
Yeah. I always assume that we're going to get married because we have to get married and it's just part of a process. It's just another step that you do in your life. But I think before that, maybe I was naive. I never thought I'd find someone who's going to be my everything and then I'm going to have all these memories with you. So, yeah. Alhamdulillah, we've done really well.
Really like that question. Really nice.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Who are your best friends? Can't say each other.
Why can't we say each other?
That's why you are my best friend. Rohan is my best friend. I don't think I understood the definition of best friend until I married Rohan and then realised how this is the one person who knows everything about you, from all your emotions, all your moods, and fully supports you 24/7. I do have a lot of close friends. They have all come at different points in my life, so they know different things about my life and they bring a different value into my life depending who they are. So I can't actually choose one person because they are all close to me. I love them all. So
when you're younger, you had your friends, your best friends, and then when you grow older, I feel like the best friend. Like, I don't like the terminology best friend. It feels a bit weird. But I do have a lot of close friends. Of course. But then, if anyone's the best friend, it's over here.
Yeah, same. So the next question is, do you want kids in the future? Yes, inshallah, but not for a while. I feel like we got married only 2 years ago. We still got a lot of exploring and getting to know each other, and we basically want to do as many things as we can before we have this huge responsibility of bringing another human being into this world. And I feel like we're kids ourselves. we have daily naps every day after 5 p.m. and you can't do that with a child.
Looking after another human being is scary.
What made you choose your current home? We are probably not going to move around and move regularly to one house to another. So we basically took the leap and bought a 4-bedroom detached house, and we knew we wanted 4 bedrooms. We wanted it to be detached, and I think this current home, we chose this one because of the floor plan. It had an integrated garage which we could convert into another living room or another bedroom.
I think obviously financially we could afford this amazing 4-bedroom house. Obviously that's like kind of a dream situation to be in, and then kind of future proofing it. So if we do have kids, 1, 2, 3, all have bedrooms. So it could up to 3. Some of them can share rooms 4 or 5. But yeah, no, just the whole traumatic experience of moving houses. I can't imagine lifting everything in this house and then putting it in a new house. It just sounds like a nightmare. So
we have a lot more questions. I think we've got another 20-30 questions, but I think this video is long enough. So if you want to find out more about us, please follow our journey. Please like, subscribe, and hopefully we can hit 100 subscribers. 100
subscribers, then we'll make a part 2.
Yeah, we'll make a part 2.
So thank you for watching, and of course we'll see you next time. Bye.